What's up today, guys? So today we're going to take a look at cleaning out the sunroof drain on my Mk4 Jetta, specifically my 2003. Also, while we're in there, I'm going to go ahead and grease the tracks because I don't think that's ever been done on this car, at least not in the last 100,000 miles. So join me on my adventure. So the sunroof drains exit here in the door pillars. I live in a very rural community. I drive mostly dirt roads. I also live on a dirt road, and I live where there are fields. And when they cut during harvest, there's a lot of stuff in the air. I also park under cedar trees, and if you've ever parked under cedar trees, you will know they drop a lot of needles. So for me, I think I'm going to go ahead and clip this so I can get maximum flow, or if any little thing gets in there, it won't get clogged up and cause me more issues, later down the road. So I'm going to go ahead and I personally am going to trim this so it opens it up a little bit more. So upon cutting that little end off, you can see it doesn't really leave much room, but you can see mine was already filled up with some gunk. I just kind of trimmed it so it's not much better, but it is a little bit better. I might come back at it here later, but I'm going to get the other side done, and hopefully we can make it a little bit more free flowing. You could actually see the mud in the passenger side one in there. So I'm glad I kind of opened this up a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely mud. So I've never opened the sunroof, and I'm kind of worried that it won't go back, but hopefully it will. And in the end, like I said on the other side, I may end up cutting these open a little bit more and getting them a little bit more free flowing. But let's go ahead and boy, this video has changed quite a bit already. So I can only open my sunroof this far. The passenger side jams up, and the driver's side just opens like this. Now I can tilt it up in the back, and I've had to disconnect the electrical switch because it just goes boop, 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 and it will constantly do that. So I realized after cleaning this out, the actual grommet, you can see my cuts that we made earlier in this video actually popped off of the hose, and that's not a good thing because that's just going to drain water straight down. Fortunately, I was able to get it again opened up just enough to get that string trimmer line through here. Now, a lot of people recommend gluing these back in so they don't pop out. I'm not super worried about it. I'm actually going to try to use some P80, which is an emulsion, basically a lubricant, and it makes things very slippery, very slippery, I should say. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there, try to slide this back up, and see if we can pop the hose onto this and then put it all back together. I'm not going to show me struggle busting that. I'm just going to see if I can do it. And so the bore scope that I got, actually probably like 5 or 6 years ago, is finally paying off. You can actually see the tube is in there. It's not in there great, but if I have this issue again, I kind of know how to fix it. I'm trying to turn the camera and get it pointed at the top. So the reason it's kind of offset like this is because as I tighten up the trimmer string to make sure it sucked it together, that's the side it pulls to, which is the top. So basically you're seeing down here is the bottom of it, but it looks to be in. So I'm pretty happy, a little less stressful. The water will wash away whatever emulsion tube lube is there, and then it'll dry up and hopefully stay together. I guess if I get leaky floors again, I kind of know what it is. I know it's unblocked now because I have a string all the way through it, but yeah, I might go ahead and stick this on the other side and see if that tube's hooked up. I hope it is. If not, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble. But yeah, this may actually just be the end of the video here shortly because again, I can't open my sunroof, so I can't really lube it. Alright, I tried spraying some white lithium in there, which I guess is not a common practice. I did buy the Volkswagen grease, but I don't know why that right side's jamming up. Again, this car was in an accident, so it could be due to that, but I'm going to take a look at the other side and probably wrap this video up, and this basically will be a video of how to reconnect your front. Well, I managed to get my passenger side cleaned out as well, and basically this time I'm going to end the video of just that's going to be how to replace that, get that tube back connected. Hopefully later this year when it warms up I can get around to pulling the headliner down and figure out why my sunroof doesn't work, and then we'll have another video on that. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.